What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm really excited about today's video because I have never done a video like this on my channel before, ever. Like, you would think in all the years that I've been on YouTube, I would have done this. This is my first time doing something like this, and I'm so excited because she's healthy, she's cooking, okay? Your girl's getting into it. I'm not living in my parents' house anymore, so I'm buying my own groceries, choosing what's in my fridge and the kind of meals that I want to eat. And that's really exciting. These meals are actually really easy. So they're easy meals. I know cooking, if you don't cook, cooking can be very intimidating and it can feel like a lot, but it's so much easier than you think. I've kind of been on a little bit of a health kick, and it doesn't mean that I'm eating like super like healthy, only clean foods, but I'm trying to stay away from like fried foods. I just want to eat more like nutritious whole foods. Some days I eat meat, some days I don't eat meat. I kind of just want to like put this out there. I don't subscribe to any kind of diet, and I'm more conscious of the ingredients. If you guys are into like paying more attention to what is actually in your food, follow this page called Flav City. I'll put the @ right here, and he has been actually so helpful in me just choosing like what I'm buying at the supermarket, kind of looking at labels. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm being super strict about it and I'm avoiding all of these things, but if I can avoid bad things more often than not, then I'm gonna try to do that. You know, I want to feel better in my body. I want to just nourish my body the way it should be nourished. I'm trying to stay away from bad oils like canola or corn oil, and I'm trying to stay away from like natural flavors, a lot of chemicals in our foods. Pretty much 90% of the foods in the supermarket have these things, but there are a few options that, you know, don't have them. Anyway, I've just been trying to pay attention to that. I'm not a health guru by any means. I mean, your girl's just trying to learn, and I'm just trying to do my best when I can, you know? I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope this makes you guys think a little bit more about nourishing your body and get inspired to cook at home with good, yummy, healthy ingredients. I'm gonna stop blabbing right now, and let's just jump right into what I eat in a day. Good morning. I just got back from the gym. I took a shower and I'm all cozy now, and I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. Every time I finish a workout, I want to eat like everything in sight. I get so hungry after my workouts. So I usually like to eat a meal that's pretty filling. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my morning oatmeal. I know oatmeal is not the most delicious thing ever, but I always say like nobody would just eat a plain bowl of oatmeal. Well, I'm sure people would, but I personally wouldn't just eat a plain bowl of oatmeal. But what I do is I add fruits to it to make the oatmeal taste good. First thing to note is I do not measure anything at all when I'm cooking. I literally never measure. I like to just play it by my eyeballs and see what I think is enough. So I just put some raw organic oats in there, and then I put some oat milk, and then for a little bit of flavoring to the actual oats, I just put cinnamon. That way it has some flavor without me actually having to sweeten it, because the fruits are going to do that later on. I let that cook, and I like my oatmeal to be pretty thick, not liquidy at all. Hot girls take their vitamins, okay? Don't forget. I take one probiotic every day, a women's vaginal health probiotic, and then I take holy basil every day. These are my only two. I should probably work in more vitamins, but this is what I can commit to right now. I'm gonna go ahead and spare you the sound of this oatmeal slapping onto the plate, but this is the layering part. So we have the oatmeal first, and then I sprinkle on top some organic chia seeds. These are really good for you. I know these look like more oats, but I promise they're not. It is granola. So I just add some granola in there. This one is like a vanilla almond flavor, and it makes it taste really, really good. Once I finish adding the granola, I go in with some fruit. So I start with raspberries. I lay that on there, and then I cut about half a banana, and I promise this is sped up. I do not cut banana that quickly. I like to just lay it on there. You know, you gotta make it look a little pretty. Make yourself feel good while you're eating. After the banana, I go ahead and add some peanut butter, and then once the peanut butter is on there, I will also go ahead and add some blueberries. Now that all the fruit and everything is on there, I just drizzle on top a little bit of honey, because honey is also really good for you and it makes it taste great, but I try not to overdo it with this. And that, my friends, is the full oatmeal bowl. This is such a good breakfast to have in the morning. It keeps me full throughout the day, and I really, really love how delicious some plain ass oatmeal can end up tasting when you zhuzh it up. Oh, I'm so exhausted, you guys. I just got home from doing laundry and we had so much laundry. We literally just had so much stuff. I only brought one bag in because I'm just waiting for Moody to come home and bring the other one. I'm really hungry. It's so dark outside today. Like, you can see there's literally no sunlight coming in. But I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make my favorite lunch, which is like a sourdough hummus toast with little eggs, a little zhuzhing. It's really, really good, super easy to make, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Oh my gosh, I haven't drank water all day. That's one really bad thing about me, is that I forget to drink water. It's so terrible. I literally just poof, leaves my mind, and then I'm like so thirsty at the end of the day. So I have my sourdough bread here. This is just like sourdough bread that I get from the supermarket. So I'm gonna put the sourdough to toast. I am trying to buy all organic food just because that's my choice right now. Like, pretty much everything I have in front of me is organic. Like, I have my sourdough, I have organic hummus, organic arugula, organic cucumbers, organic tomatoes, and yes, it's a little bit more expensive. Like, I spend a few more dollars, but in my opinion, it's worth it. If that's something that you don't really care about, you could just skip right over that and just, you know, do what you do. But I'm gonna do what I do. I'm also craving coffee, so I kind of stopped drinking coffee first thing in the morning because it would upset my stomach and literally make me need to use the bathroom like immediately. So I'm starting to have afternoon coffee and I love it. It's such a vibe. I'm so tired, I can't think straight. Why am I so tired today? So I've got my organic cucumbers. I'm just gonna cut up this just one little baby cucumber. This is actually mini cucumbers, and they are like a lot more crunchy. I just really like these better than regular cucumbers. I don't know why. I just sliced the cucumbers. Now I'm gonna slice a little bit of an onion. I like to try to cut these like really thin. So try to slice them really thin. I try to break them apart so they become like nice and stringy. We got the cucumbers, we got the onion. Next up, tomatoes. I have some more here, some cherry tomatoes. And I just slice them up. I'm grabbing some cilantro. All right, so I have my sourdough here. I'm gonna grab my hummus. This one is roasted garlic hummus. So just spread, not too thick of a layer, but enough so that you taste it. And that's one layer. Layer on my cucumbers. Now I'm gonna layer on the onions. And then before I put the tomatoes on, I'm gonna go in with some arugula. I just put a generous amount like that. I love me some arugula, girl. I am an arugula girl, okay? And then I layer my tomatoes on top. This is one of those meals that are healthy, but like it satisfies you. So I'll just take like one little leaf of cilantro like that, and I'll rip the leaves off. I kind of crumple them to like release the aromas and the flavor. Okay, two last ingredients that I put. We've got some extra virgin olive oil, and then everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. Everybody loves this. Everybody is a whore for this. So these two, I like to sprinkle them on. I love the taste of olive oil. It gives it that like Mediterranean taste, you know? So I just like to sprinkle some of this on. This one spreads it nice and evenly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my delicious hummus sourdough toast. If I want to be a little bit more full, or if I'm just like craving that, I'll throw 2 fried eggs on top, and it is absolutely amazing. But for today, I just decided to keep it nice and simple. Like, look at this. You just bite into this crunchy sourdough and it is heavenly. I'm that girl that can usually never eat with her hair down. First bite, let's see how it turned out. That right there. Yes. You guys need to make this. It's so good. Moody's home and it's dinner time. I'm making a few things tonight. I am making cauliflower rice from scratch. We have this big cauliflower the size of my head. I'm gonna make some mushroom cauliflower rice, honey soy salmon bites that I'm gonna do in the air fryer. This baby right here. We got the Air Friends, Alex and Jen got us this air fryer, and literally best gift ever. Thank you, Alex and Jen, because me and Moody are both obsessed with this thing. Like, everything is so much easier because we have the air fryer. I want to show you guys how I make the cauliflower rice. It's very easy. So I know they sell like packets of cauliflower rice. We've gotten them at Costco before, but it's always like very watery and soggy and just not as good as like when you make it from scratch. If it's dinner just for me and Moody, I cut it in half and I just use the cheese grater and the cauliflower, and it literally comes out like little rice bits. So okay, so then as you can see, we have some of these like leftover ones. They're like too small to grate, so I literally just take the knife and just chop them up. Like, I go over it and chop it up until it's like extra fine. Cauliflower all chopped up, I just put it aside in a bowl to get ready to chop up all the rest of my veggies. Now I'm gonna chop up some green onions. So right now I am just preparing the veggies for the cauliflower rice. I cut up my green onions, some green peppers, and now I'm cutting up some red onions. I like to have everything diced in small little squares, and once that's chopped up, I'll put it to the side and save that for later for when I'm ready to work on the rice. But now I'm going to move on to the salmon. So I'm taking pieces of salmon that I already cut the skin off of, and I'm just chopping it up into little squares, kind of like bite sizes. And then once I have that all nice and chopped up, I put it all in a bowl and I add the simplest seasoning ever, and it is the most delicious. I take some low sodium soy sauce, sprinkle a bit of that on. Again, I don't measure anything. And then I take some honey and drizzle a little bit of that on. And after that's all on there, I take some sesame seeds. I sprinkle some of those on, but I also like to put it on top once I get it in the air fryer so it's nice and toasted. Mix all that up and just load these in the air fryer. Okay, so I put the salmon in there for 9 minutes on a 390-degree temperature. Let's move on to the cauliflower rice. To cook the cauliflower rice, I take those veggies that I cut up before, so that's green onion, purple onion, and orange pepper. I just chop all of those up and I put them in some avocado oil on like low to medium heat. I season that with a little bit of light adobo, and then I just let that cook. Let it simmer, mix it around a little bit. I didn't show you guys that I chopped up some mushrooms, but I like to chop up about 5 or 6 mushrooms, and it just gives the best flavor to the cauliflower rice. After I load the mushrooms in there, I go ahead and put this Trader Joe's umami seasoning, which is so delicious. It just gives like a really yummy mushroom flavor. I don't know how to describe it, but it is delicious. After letting that cook for a little bit, I then pile in my cauliflower rice. I slowly mix it in, try not to spill any of it anywhere, and just let that simmer until everything is nice and cooked. I do this for about 10 minutes. So we're letting this cauliflower cook for about 5 more minutes. Salmon is already done. Oof, yum. And we have Moody working on a salad.
We ain't done yet.
I feel like our dinners are usually a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like we like
different things.
Yeah, we like having a little bit of different things. Like we always do a salad, and then we'll do like broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potato, and like some kind of chicken or more veggies. We've been trying to go meatless more often. Salad done. Yum, that looks so good.
Simple salad.
What do we got?
Power greens. Yeah.
This is what a whole day of working brain sounds like.
Too much talking. Power greens, carrots, cranberries, sunflower seeds, cherry tomatoes, and cilantro.
And cilantro.
Yeah.
And then we got this. We put this dressing on it. This is Annie's Organic Asian Sesame. And I tasted it. It tastes really good.
You want your salad first or you want your cauliflower down first?
Salad first. We are such bowl people. We love meals in bowls. These are our dinners.
Hot.
It's hot.
It's good though.
It's good? Mmm.
Let's taste the salmon now.
Okay. Salmon. Mmm.
Oh.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Now, salad time. Oh my god.
Mmm.
That's tough.
He's not talking about the food. He's talking about the basketball game. The salad is delicious.
It is delicious. I really have that sesame flavor.
That dressing is so good. Okay, guys. That's what I have eaten in a day.